All right, today we're checking out a game where you get to make different blocks that look like it's Minecraft to make money. Welcome to Block Tycoon. And right off the rip, we have a cobblestone generator, as you might be able to see here, that is pretty good. It's making us a little bit of money, which is better than I can say for most of our stuff. And I don't need the tutorial. Okay, I know what to do here. This is the shop. This is our inventory. All we need to do is make the best things possible and then sell them. Looking at the book, I think we should be able to unlock all the different stuff. So if we go to here, I don't know why this is not here, whatever. So look up cobblestone. Okay, so cobblestone, you can see is birds at the shop, made the cobble farm. Cobble farm makes it, and then it's cobble for $2. We can make the cobble slab, which, okay, not yet. So we need to make the stair maker. Then we put the stairs in there, make the stairs into cobble slabs. And I'm guessing fence, okay, is that to that. Okay, so we already have one of them, apparently. Oh, I guess we skipped the tutorial and auto place it for us. That's nice. Thank you. So it's coming out as what? Oh, just stone, I think. I think it's just stone. So if I look at stone, is this even better? Yeah, so it looks like it ends at like $6 or $12. Okay, cool. I think our first step is going to be to get some more cobble farms going, because it's going to be important for us to have as much blocks as possible in the beginning. And I guess we could do one of these individually for each farm, but that'd be pretty expensive. I don't think it's very cost efficient. Now, the conveyors are also crazy expensive. So what I'll do for now is just buy a cobble farm and place it here. We're gonna toggle it off for now, just so we can actually get rid of this stuff. I gotta throw all this in the money maker, and then I'll just copy this entire setup on the other side for now. And then anyways, I'll have two different setups, one for each side. It should be fine. So furnace, bought that, in and then out. Now we can toggle this back on, and we should have officially doubled our income. It's already pretty good, but we do definitely need to, I think we should do stone bricks, because we could go brick to pillar, which is $4 to $8 for stone. Although I'm not sure what the pillars are used for, but it would make all of our stuff worth $8 instead of $2, which is pretty good, you know. So maybe we should do some pillars for now, because it's a lot cheaper than the stair method, stair slab, stone fence method. So I think it's what we'll have to do for now. There are some other different farms we can get. As you can see, there's a tree farm for 10K. There's a wheat farm for $1 million. There's a mushroom farm for 100 million. Aquastone farm for 250 million. There's a lot of stuff, as you can see. So hopefully that stuff will be pretty good in the future. You can see like these things sell for just crazy amounts of money. So once we get there, I think it'll be pretty easy to go from there. But yeah, we'll have to see for sure. There's also this right here for 5K. We can get the mega cobble farm. So I think that should be our next purchase for sure. Because, well, you know, we need some more cobble. So I have $300 more now. What I'll do is start working on expansion. And I think what I'd like to do is have everything lined up right here. So it'll be like a furnace, something maker, pillar maker, whatever, if there's any more, and then right to there. So it's gonna be pretty expensive, but I think it'll be all right. So we're gonna need a furnace. That's all I can afford. Okay, well, never mind. Let me go ahead and just grab 2 cobble farms. Let me just get these toggled off for now. And all I have to do is get a little bit more money. I placed that off by 1. Wow, I'm not very smart. Oh, great. And the water flows everywhere. And it's $400 for a bucket? Oh, great. Chalk the run. All right, I'm back to where I was before. Chalk that run. Don't even pretend that it happened. Okay, but I got the actual setup kind of going here. All I have to do now is break this by this, and 2 of our furnaces should be officially making bricks. You can see there, $4 per brick. We're rich. So now all I gotta do, if I want to improve this, is just add more to it. Now I'll tell you right now, this thing's already gonna struggle. It's already gonna struggle. Keeping up with everything, it's gonna be awful. But we can always make more of those. And the strat might also be to put a furnace just on each of these ones when they start. This is only $100, and then from there they can come in and get to these ones. That might be the strat. So I think that's a pretty good start for the most part. There's $400 more. So let's start working on some more. And I'm just going to get as many of these going as I possibly can. Until I can't no more. Now, I will tell you this right now. My main expense today is probably going to be these stupid conveyors, because they're $50 a conveyor. I know in the future, it won't matter. But for right now, it certainly does. That's crazy expensive. Luckily, I can just pick stuff up and throw it for now. But I just threw 50 cobblestone down on that. So I'll tell you right now, these things are going to be absolutely slammed all the time. So we're definitely going to need to do what I said earlier, the whole individual furnace thing, because these things are not going to be able to keep up whatsoever. And we honestly probably will have to do everything will have its own setup with the pillar machines at the end, and just we'll split it and make it go multiple ways or something, because we up out of space already. So let me go get some more of these. I will say we are making some pretty good money, I think. $5, $7, $9. I don't know where those are coming from, but we'll definitely take them. Okay, there's 30 cobblestone just laying on the ground right here. We're in deep trouble. All right, that's a lot more of an increase. And okay, I thought these things are doing really well, but you can see there's 89 blocks just kind of sitting there. So yeah, that's not possible. Let's start working on getting some of these furnaces for everybody. So we'll need a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it'll be a total of $600. But I think it'll be good though. Be good for us. We can go ahead and get 3 right now. What I'll do in the meantime is just come through here and turn everything off. We don't need to be making any more blocks because we have enough. A, and B, the system's kind of gonna get messed up for a second here. So let those finish out there, and I'll work on the furthest ones first. In and out, like the burger. Boom, boom, boom. And then all we have to do now is replace this. Where did my pickaxes go? Okay, I thought I dropped my pickaxe and sold it. We have to get rid of this. And honestly, let's make a better design for this really quickly. So if we do something like this, we could have a total of 3 here. So for now, I guess we should just leave it where it was. There we go. There's that. There's that. We can turn these back on. We can at least be making some sort of money again. And now you should see where we're just producing stone, not cobblestone. Now, how fast are the brick makers? I don't know, but hopefully faster than the furnace. But it's probably a 1-to-1. It's probably the exact same. So that's great. Let's go ahead and get 3 more of these. We can officially finish off all these furnaces. All right, I think it looks pretty good for the most part. So now we're making decent money. We're making, you know, there's $400 right there. That's not bad. So I think next, we just save up and try to get a pillar maker. Although we also could go for stairs. And wait, pillars make me $8. Oh my gosh, let's do stairs. Okay, yeah, we're running into some issues here because I just deleted all those. We had like 80 something blocks there, and it deleted them all because the stack count got too high. Oh goodness. Okay, here we go. Item splitter is only $1,000. We can get this and fix this issue, but we'll have to make some money first. All right, having some breakfast. Shout out Duncan. And I have this thing going, and you can see we have officially tripled our previous setup. So this is pretty awesome. We got an item splitter. We also have these things going in now. And we have 3 outputs all pushing towards the same spot, which is ultimately making me some good money. Now, there's some sort of bar at the top of my screen that says something about $1 million. I don't know what that is, but that's maybe a goal for something. Also, we have the brick makers now. So what we have to do now is make these stair makers, which we're going to need a total of 3 of those. And we'll have to move all this stuff back by 1, but that's bad. That is not an issue whatsoever. So eventually, that's what we'll start getting next, but that's pretty expensive, so I got to make some more money first. So until then, time to grind. So I got this whole thing set up now. It's working nice and good. I'm making pretty good money, up to 2.7K. But I think I have an idea. I just figured out how to make basalt and stuff. So what we need to do is we need to double smelt the stone to get basalt blocks. And as you already know, basalt stuff sells for a ton. If we can get to where we're trying to go for stone slabs, you can see we were going to be making $12, but we can make $16 on there. But if we're able to make marble brick fences, we can make $48. And all we got to do to make marble is put basalt into a compactor, and it makes marble. So all we have to do is double up the furnaces on all these, which is really cheap, and then add a compactor. And a similar setup to this thing, probably. Unless we're able to, but the compactor is pretty expensive. So what I'll do for now, we'll drop $600, just because I want to really, oh my gosh, what a stutter. I want to try these out. I think it'll be a lot of money. So let me try this out here. Now, admittedly, this will slow down our processing time, I think, for a little bit, but nothing crazy. And so when I turn these back on, you should see we're making basalt now. We're not making, here we go, I'm making cobblestone. So now these are going to be processed and sold for a heck of a lot more money than we were previously making, which is, so that's pretty good. All right, it's pretty cool. But now we need a compactor. And I'm thinking, oh, I don't know what the best way to do this is, really, to be completely honest with you. But we really need to, either I need to build a whole new system, and keep everything that I've learned in mind. Because all I had to do really is build it 2 more blocks out. But to replace all this now is... And basalt is still pretty good. I also do believe we can get it. There we go. Cash block. $20 million. My goodness. What I could do, though, is fish the other ones around the outside here. So I think I'll keep the basalt stair production here. And then, like I said, we'll just take all the knowledge that we've learned and make one over here. So I'm going to do a total of... Yeah, let's just do an even 10. Now, how do I want this to work? That's the real question. That's the real kicker here. I wouldn't mind having it kind of far away, but also, I guess it doesn't matter too much. So what I'll do, we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we're going to need some space, but I want to give myself plenty of space. I also do, I would like to be efficient, right? So I don't want to be too wide, but also I'd rather be less efficient and be able to fit everything than have to redo everything. So we'll break these down. We'll get these for free. So now we're making basalt with all of these. I think, yeah, for now at least, I will just go ahead and throw a compactor on all of these. Because, again, I don't have to worry about all of the logistics and crap. I just want to make sure these all work. And I don't want to be, like, just completely overflow with items. Now, I do have 13 conveyors, but I'm not going to lie. That ain't going to get me very far. There's even 20 of those. And then, yeah, this will just sort of snake around here. Boom. So now we can come back over here just for now. So we're at least making some money from this side of our factory. We can turn these levers on. And now we should be making marble. There you go. We have officially started making marble. I don't know how much these sell for just as blocks. 15 bucks or so? That's not bad at all. And we're also making a pretty decently large amount of items here. So this is going to be great. So I got to make the exact same setup I have over here, which is fine. I'll have to... But it's really awesome these actually work. It's sweet. And so I think right down here, we'll have enough space to do this. Also, looks like I'll have to have some walls on the side here for some reason. It's going to be pretty expensive, but I think it's okay. We need an item splinter. Yeah. An item splitter there. And then we'll do... Need 3 brick makers. While we wait, I'll just get this set up. C goes in. And then you need to actually leave a gap here. This can't be touching from here to here. I don't know why, but... For some reason, that's something and then boom, 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 boom. So this will actually be working. Directly behind that, we'll have these stairs, and then we'll have the slabs. And I need to move. I want to be able to make sure I have enough space over here. So I'm just going to move it up by 1. So we have marble bricks. So now they are marble brick stairs, which is pretty cool. And then for now, we'll just let them go like that. Now, these marble brick stairs, ladies and gentlemen, are already selling for $40 a piece. $40, okay? Then we're going to turn them into slabs, which I don't think is that much better, but turns them into a set of 2. I think it's yeah, it's still a bit more money. Also, it like doubles the item count. So then our slab makers go into the stone fences, and it's a 1-to-1 ratio. We basically double the items from these stairs, which is pretty cool. Then the marble brick fences sell for $48. So, yeah, look at the money. The money is skyrocketing. That's what we want to see. So, what we need to do now is get the 3 of these. It's going to be 9,000 for those and 12,000 for those. It's a lot of money, admittedly, but it's a lot of money that we need to be... And then eventually, I'll go back through here and just delete. This line here is probably already made more money than this thing has made. Now, what I have to do is start working on the other side of the cobblestone, which isn't that hard to do. But honestly, these things are kind of stopped up anyway, so I think I might be fine just to... And, oh, what the... I just got a cash block. Okay. I don't know how I got that, but thank you, game. I thought you got one later on. I don't know if I've ever made a video on this game, but I've definitely played it in the past. But I could have sworn But I think slab makers. Drop all this crap out of my inventory. And you can see we are making quite a lot of stuff here. And then about $2,000 more later, we'll be able to afford the last section of this farm. And wait, there we go. 12K for those. Easiest purchase of my life. And my goodness, let's watch the skyrocket of the money. There we go. $300 there. $90 there. Very good. Now, let's go ahead and expand this. And the easiest way to do that is to just copy the exact same setup. So I need 10 of these. And then I'll need 5 of these. Work my way backwards to make sure that I have everything lined up perfectly. And just like that, we have officially started our marble production and doubled it now. So we have doubled the amount of production. And then if I need more space, if these things are getting more congealed than I'd like them to be, which they are, but there for now, all I have to do is just add another splitter, I think here and here, and then it'll go to 2 more additional rows. We just file everything down accordingly, and then I think we're good. Precautionary. I'm just going to go ahead and buy 2 more of each of these. So 2 more stair makers, 2 more slab makers. I'll get them all lined up for now. So, okay. I'm not 100% sure this is going to work because the splitter does kind of freak out whenever it's not like having an opening spot next to it. So I'll try this my best. These are not getting items. See, there's nothing going here. Or the only other solution I can think of, I guess, is to go out by 1. I'll just place some slabs here so there's blocks there. So it's not tempted to push anything out. And okay, that's working. Cool. So that's the way we have to do it. But again, make sure you have blocks on the outside, or else it'll just be like pooping out extra blocks for no reason. So that seems to have fixed that issue. And that will 100%. I think I might have to just take away these 2 for now, just to give myself enough space to actually be able to do it. So we need a splitter that goes from in here out to there. Then we need one here and here. Now the middle row, I think we'll be getting double the amount of a normal row because it's getting 1 here and then also 1 here from both people. But that's okay. Everything is getting items, which is better, I think. Okay, that'll work. Bit complicated, but it all worked out in the end, so that's fine. What I need to do is, but first I gotta go buy the bucket that I couldn't afford earlier. Let's get about 5 of them. I'll also go ahead and throw these things in here. Look what I found on my inventory. Who'd have guessed? Yeah, I have 336 marble blocks in my inventory. Gonna throw this in here, let them get split up accordingly, and hopefully, yeah, there you go. But that is a lot of money. Absolutely pouring out of the backside here. So that's awesome. And we're almost at $100,000. So let's see what else we can actually get here. I know there is the... Okay, so there is this. The coal drill. And although I'm not really sure what it's used for, you can see that I think that means 12 seconds. Every 12 seconds, it produces 1 to 4 coal ore, which is worth $500. Now, if I look at the furnace, something must need coal, right? I could go ahead and just get the tree farm, although I'm out of space here. So, and I'll put my tree farm thing over here. So let's try this out. Let's just get 2 of these for now. Luckily, these are actually really small and compact, and we'll just start placing them in here. These guys here will grow, get cut down. See, yeah, there we go. We got wood already. So these are actually pretty quick. They're not too slow. So it looks to me like we'll need, where are we at here? We'll turn the oak logs into oak. Then stairs, then slabs. Okay. Then the slabs can be turned into fin. So they are worth a little bit more. I also think I can just buy the saplings and then swap out the saplings. So I think we'll do the same thing. So we'll need, and for now what I'll do, wood. Although there's not enough wood here to where it's gonna be filled with crap. You know what? Instead of piping this all the way over there, I'll just use my cash block. Oh, I actually have 2 cash blocks. Okay. So yeah, we'll just place our cash block. I guess it is slabs first. Yeah, it's slabs to stairs. So that's already a little bit of money. Again, nothing crazy, but it's a little bit of money, which is always nice. Then eventually we'll have this. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that you used to be able to swap out the saplings for better ones. Here we go. Right here, I'm stupid. So we got the oak. Then there's ghost gum, pine saplings, and palm saplings. Now, I'm pretty sure down here there was just a palm tree. Although the sapling... Well, I'll tell you what we'll do. We can buy 2 of those right now. Oh, well, that's in a premium shop. I won't buy any of those right now. Well, it's fine. If we look here, though, the normal log we're doing now, $25. The pine log itself starts at 75 bucks. Yeah, we gotta get the palm tree. Looks insane. Makes $200. All right, we got that broken. I think it's as simple as that. We plant this down like so, and then the palm tree should begin to grow. I would imagine it will take a little bit longer. Okay, didn't really. And you can see there's the palm logs. Now, the only unfortunate thing is we are mixing 2 different types of wood, so it's not going to be as efficient. But that's okay. Yeah, $300. So, we'll just tuck these in the old inventory. Never to be seen again. And let's go ahead and get another palm sapling. 80K? Ain't nothing to me. So we got 2 of the palm saplings, and we'll just expand, as we usually do. And right away, let me go ahead and just... Okay, our plank production is back up now. I mean, we don't really need it. Our money, we're doing fine. But this is a very nice increase. And then I went ahead and just bought some fence makers because, you know, why not? Because now we're going to be making so much money off of these palm tree. 800 bucks. Holy gosh. Okay, my game crashed, but we're back. I must have made too much money. There we go. $80,000 again. We made it back to the good point here. What I have to do now is... I got to get some more of those palm trees. I want to buy a couple of these things, but also, like, we're not really going to use them for their intended purposes. So maybe that's a bit dumb, but it's all right. Life ain't about money. All right, life's about having fun and leaving behind a legacy. A legacy that thousands will follow. Just kidding. It is about fun, though, for real. So we're just going to go ahead and add a couple of these bad boys in here. I think this should be good for now. Yeah, something like that. We need to get some of these bad boys like so. There we go. So we have a lot of mixed woods right now. But even those ones aren't, like, they make us $100 per fence. So that's still not terrible. Definitely could be better. But, you know, we got to get there a minute at a time. So what I'm going to do now is keep buying more palm trees, because apparently these things are just insane. And I think this is, like, the actual best tree we can get at the moment. So that's pretty good. After we have all these things maxed out and we're making all palm tree wood, I think we're going to be doing just fine. That's $80,000 for sapling, which makes sense. You know, we're making tons of money right now, so I can't complain too much. But... it's still pretty expensive. But we officially have 4 of them that are making us palm tree wood. We have 3 that are making us the mid woods, but that's okay. We got up to 900. Yeah, there we go. 900 bucks a second at some points. So basically $1,000 a second. That means in 80 seconds, we can get another tree, which decreases the time and just kind of scales from there. Now, after this, I'm not really sure what to get next because we're going to need a lot of money here. Wait a minute. What? Wait a minute. It's 150K for this thing, right? We get the coal for 50K. We pump all that coal ore into the coal refiner. And the coal refiner makes coal ore into coal, which is worth $1,000. That's what we do next. I don't even know if that's good, but we're going to do it because it looks so much fun. We're going to need a lot of money to do that, so I will finish out the palm trees first before I get crazy. But I'll be done in a minute and be able to go on to something new. I'm not sure why, but I guess it does. For some reason, it does favor these 2. If there's ever, like, 2 pieces of wood, you see it doesn't ever, like, actually split over here until there's 4, for example. It's just strange, but, I mean, I guess it worked. I gotta say, like, all in all, I think our farm looks pretty cool. We have a lot of different items being produced, a bunch of different cobblestone generators and wood generators and all kinds of funky stuff, so I think it's kind of cool. We're also almost there. Oh, we are there. Nice. So that's officially done, so I'm gonna start saving up money, which I'm probably gonna need quite a lot of to get this coal refinery system officially going. And I think for the beginning, if this is, 5K, yeah. We'll go ahead and just build it over here and we can sell it right there. So I'm just gonna price some stuff out here and see how much we're actually gonna need. I mean, it's pretty simple, luckily. Looks like we're just gonna need about $200,000 to get this thing going. We could make it work for less though, which I'll do right now. We can actually buy the coal drill before. You need a higher life to buy this item. Oh, great. So I guess that's what we need this thing for. I guess we have to get to $1 million before we can get to the next life. Oh, okay. So little grid numbers must mean the, like, rebirth amount or whatever. That sucks. Well, then in that case, I'm pretty much maxed out for what I've got unlocked. I guess we should just do more trees. I guess, because they are definitely our best form of income right now. So what I'll do is just do that. All right, instead of sitting here and grinding more trees, I just waited for the new life, and you can see this. Are you sure you want to get a new life? You will get a new save with 10% money boosts. Yeah, I guess so. So you can see now, top right, it's official. We have 2 lives. So I mean, luckily now I already know what to do. I can get a decent farm going pretty quickly. The only bad part is just how expensive everything's gonna be now. I only have $100 to my name. Good news is I can actually get the wheat farm now. But I can't get pretty much anything else until I prestige a lot more, which is annoying. And also, I get to 10 million now, not just 1 million. So that's gonna sting a little bit. So I'm gonna keep grinding, get back to a decent spot, and be back in a little bit. Hopefully, it won't take a couple years. All right, so I got a little bit of a start going here. I've got just a few things. I have a marble situation thing here. I've got 2 ball salt generators there that then just pump straight into this, and this, as you can tell here. And we're making pretty good money again. Not too shabby. So I think what I'll do is actually just duplicate this on the other side. And it's going to be a lot more compact than how it was before. So I'm going to just work my way backwards because you all know me. I mess these things up often. Actually, I probably should wait a little bit longer and afford this, the stone fence maker, and then go from there and then duplicate it. Either way, that'll be good there. I was looking through here. We did unlock the faster conveyors. Obviously, we have the wheat stuff now and the farmer, which automatically harvests crops. That's 100K, and the wheat farm is $1 million. But you can see there, the wheat makes $1,000 for each one. And I'm not sure how much it harvests, if it's 1 per 1 or like 1 to 3 per harvest or whatever. So that could be very, very good. So yeah, I mean, it's pretty decent so far. I've still got some work to do. But what I do need to do right now is buy the stone fence maker. That'll be making us $53 every time it's producing one instead of the current $27. So that's pretty dang good, if I do say so myself. And boom, there it is. I don't know why I did it this way this time, but I have to say I think I prefer this setup. It's a lot more compact, but it still makes pretty decent money. Also, you can see our item limit, top left, is barely budging at all. So it's really not that big of a deal, considering all things. Unless I have messed something up here. In fact, I think I forgot the slab maker. I did. Okay, whoopsie daisy. I thought I was forgetting something. Let's just toss these on here. $80 for one of them. So that's going to be a lot of money. Yeah, 1.5K. So actually, the slab maker, I thought I already had one down. I didn't, though. 30,000 for that as well. All in all, life is good. You know what I mean? Like, so I'm just going to keep grinding. I'm going to basically duplicate this and just maybe make a couple of these systems. Maybe make one more here and then duplicate that, one more there. And that's making me pretty good money. So I'll be back in a few $100,000. Okay, that was ridiculously easy. Once you get that one going, it just scales so fast. There we go. That's pretty sweet there. That's an awesome little setup. That makes me pretty good money. As you can see up there top left, I made some good money already. Now, the other option that I could do is just jump straight into the tree farms, but I have to do oak logs, and the oak logs are kind of mid. They're kind of mid to trifling. However, these are a lot easier to farm, like, altogether, so I guess it's not that big of a deal. What I need to do is get a couple of these set up, and I'm just going to make a system right here in this corner, and it'll have to be good for now. Now, the only thing about these ones that are kind of annoying is that when you flip them, they're offset oppositely by 1 or whatever. So let me go ahead and just do like something like this. It might look a little weird. It might look like there's a lot of space in the middle there, but I think this is going to be good. And can I double cut planks? No, I cannot. Okay, cool. So we'll need 2 of these, and then we could just do 1 of you, 1 of you, 1 of you. So we got a little tree farm. Again, it's nothing crazy, but it's a start. So that's better than I can say for most things here. You can see we're making, I mean, $84 isn't bad for some stairs. And then eventually I guess I can actually afford it now. I forgot I actually have money now. Yeah, I mean, that's gonna be worth 56 and it doubles it. So that's really good. Oh, I already had one bought. I'm a little bit stupid, but it's okay. Let's see. Make sure this is actually working. Yep, there's 112 there. So this is pretty cool. A super simple setup that makes you pretty good money. I'm gonna have to hopefully make some more money here. I guess I could buy the ghost gum saplings, maybe some pines, but they're pretty expensive. So what I'll do for now is just make a giant setup for oak, and then we'll go from there. What I need to do right now is get some item splitters. I'll just buy 2 of them for now, and then we'll need a ton of conveyors. Now, I'm like, conveyors are cheap. Just buy 21 of them. 21. Then we'll have to buy a couple more of these things here. So we have 1, let's buy 2 more of each. All right, now it looks like a lot of money. I get it. Looks a little freaky, but that's okay. Because I want to have more space to be able to actually place tree farms off of. So that should be good for now. Then directly into an item splitter. And then directly, why do I have 5 of these? Okay, I don't even know. Genuinely, I don't even know. All right, cool. So now our trees are officially, hopefully making money again. Yes, okay. So yeah, I mean, we have oak on here. Not the end of the world. If I do end up mixing them, I can make a separate line if I need to, but I think this will be plenty. And also, because of how small they are, I wonder if we could like double up. We could put one back here and shoot up here, one here. You know what I mean? So we could try that for sure. But for now, let's get some more tree farms in here. 10K a piece, we can buy about 4 more. So I would like to place them a little bit closer, but now I kind of cooked myself because that thing's gonna be in the way. And I think if I have these down already, it won't let me do it. So I'll have to just place them one further back, so it's okay. We could do one there. So 1 block gap. So there? Is that really how close they can be? That's insane. These things are super efficient, so I like them so much. But that's a lot of trees there. That's very, very good. We can go ahead and get 2 more, so I just go ahead and will again. Don't necessarily need them. I could sit here and wait for these ones to be done, but I mean, might as well, you know, might as well increase the time limit a little bit. We'll just do something like this. Boom, boom. Gotta get that boom, boom, boom. Shout out Black Eyed Peas, not a sponsor. So here we go. We got all these going now. A lot of oak planks here. Let's go ahead and just throw these out. I don't want those. So yeah, we're making pretty good money. I mean, look at that. 112 bucks every couple of seconds is very, very good. And I mean, it's not, I don't think it's good as, wait, it's better than this. Wow. And it's more compact. All right, I see you, trees. Now, we do have a 10% money boost. So that might be also why everything feels like it's a little bit better, because it literally is. But I am happy nonetheless. And what I'll do is just slowly, let me finish this out here. Let me fill the rest of these out. And then I'll slowly go through. I can fit 3 more in there. I'll go through and slowly upgrade those saplings. We'll get, you know, a couple ones with a gum. Whatever, is it gum rock, whatever it's called. And then we got a couple and pine and so on and so forth until I'm making all of them palm trees and making tons of money. Actually, can do one more here. Cool. Awesome. So that's a good farm. Like, this is a really good farm. It's really compact. It does use a little bit more items. You can see my item limit does kind of spike here and there when a bunch of trees are harvested at the same time, but it's still not super bad. I wonder if I should start buying these or save up and start buying pines, because pines are a little bit harder to get, but they make me a lot more money. So I'll start buying these and then go up to the palms when necessary. So yeah, so far so good. We're making some money. We shouldn't actually take that long to get to 10 million at this rate. I mean, it's going to take a couple of years probably, but that's better than most, you say. Here we go. Our first pine's down. Hopefully, that makes us a lot of money. I feel like the pine should be harvested for more wood because how tall pine trees are, but I'm not a treeer, okay? I'm not a tree expert. Let's see, the pine one is in this one. Should come out any second now. Not gonna lie, I don't think I've seen a single pine one sell, but it might just be because there's so many of the oaks. It's just, no, I see them changing colors. They're definitely supposed to be going through. Okay, so it looks like when you mix stuff, they kind of do bug out a little bit. I think when there's 4. Okay, no, they are selling. I think I'm seeing different numbers in there now. Either way, it does work, but we have to just whittle through the rest of these ones. So the normal fence is worth 56 times 2, so like 112. And this one is 165 times 2. So yeah, that's a pretty large increase, I would say. I'm gonna go ahead and just test something out, because I still am not 100% convinced that I'm seeing the pine trees go through. I'm hoping that I'm just tripping here. We're about to find out. We'll just be getting a lot more than 125, right? So now we should be seeing these things start producing. Okay, I think when I'm seeing the 336, that's what I'm actually seeing. I don't know. See, these are just so far behind that it's hard to tell. They are really struggling to keep up. Because this one here, right, there's nothing going into it, but it's still producing. So I'm guessing there's just a ton of product in there. Okay, now I'm starting to see them come out. See, I don't know what was wrong. It was almost like it was so far behind and filled up that it wasn't able to process the new stuff. Definitely strange, but it seems like when we take those out, they do fix themselves, so that's fine. And we have a lot of trees now, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pine trees, so that's gonna be a lot of money there. So I guess whenever I want to start upgrading to the next like tier, I need to just save up a lot more money and then just buy them all at once, or do one, shut everything else off, and hope that it makes enough money, because it certainly breaks it. Anyways, I'll get this thing going. Hopefully be back in no time. All right, so I went ahead and expanded the tree farm. You can see here, this is all palm trees as well. So we're making tons of money. Almost $4,000 a second. Pretty good. You can see the money over there just racking up. All in all, it's pretty good. I could just sit here for a while and definitely make enough to make 10 million. And I think I'll do exactly that. I don't really feel like I need to add anything else. I will get 2 more of these. and a total of 4 more of these. And I'll go ahead and add these in here, you know, because why not? But that's pretty much all else I'm going to add today. So now we have even more, arguably unnecessary basalt production, but there we go. Just in case we were ever low. Now we're definitely not. And I was hoping maybe that would help us push us over the edge, but doesn't seem like it made that much of a dent. So for now, back to the old grindstone, I guess. Work hard every day. So let me go ahead and just AFK for a couple of days now, and I'll be back once I can finally rebirth again. All right, there's the, what was it, $10 million. Pretty cool. Let's do the new life yet again. We now have a 20% boost for our money, which is not bad, but still not great. I mean, listen, I'll take 20% extra cash, I guess. And I've got a general idea of how to make money really quickly now, so I can't complain too much. I guess now the cobblestone's making me like $2.50 or something, so we'll take it. But I kind of get an idea of how I have to actually build the stuff this time, so it's definitely helpful. And in fact, I'll just build it like this, right square in the middle. So, I mean, we all know how this is going to go. I got to work my way up now again, but I think, yeah, we've unlocked some new stuff. We got, we got some new stuff, right? It doesn't look any new to me. We got a composter, which we can make soil now. Actually, that's the way we need to go to make a lot of money. Soil seems to be the way to go. Something in here used soil. Oh, it's worth 19,000. I can cook it and make it worth absolutely dirt. Literally. That's awful. Not doing that, but I might do the composter. That sounds like a cool idea. But first off, we got to get back to where we were at least. So we've got some work to do, but that's okay. All I got to do is just get 2 furnaces and we'll be cooking. Literally. Here we go. It's already going to help out our money production there. And I'm just going to get back to a decent spot. 50 million is a bit crazy. So one thing right now, my goal isn't to get to the max, but we'll have to see where we can get to. But like, I'm not getting to 20. Okay, I'll tell you that much. And ooh, we can actually do the coal drill and the where's it at? Yes, the coal refiner. So that's definitely something we'll do this run. So time to get grinding. All right, so it's the next day. I had to take a break from this game. I was playing it for way too long. And you can see I'm not really very good in terms of money, but I think I can very quickly turn that around. And that is by doing something with this. It's 50K for one. For now, we'll just buy one. Snowflake maker? What? That's actually comp. We'll need to use that. So we get the drill. Now we need the coal refiner. And this will turn coal ore into coal, and I think also stone or something. So what we'll do is place this down. However, I'm not sure how this thing works. So it's mining now. Does it pop out behind? Yes. But you can see we already did get 2 coal ore, which is sweet. And this site that I have set up right now is definitely nowhere nearly as beautiful as my last one, but that's okay. There's the coal drill. So we throw this coal into here. It is then used in there and make stone. So it's saying 3K. Okay, there is a piece of coal inside of it. You know what I could do is take the offshoot of the stone, push it to furnace, and get some marble out of it too. If I did more of these, that's the way to go for sure. Good thing is this thing works pretty fast, so we shouldn't have to worry about that too much. And we're making good money now. Sorry, I just literally died. What I'm gonna do is start moving these over, because this is definitely gonna work, but I want to make it a little bit more efficient. So we'll keep this going. I have one mid sapling, one pine, and one of the dog gum or whatever it's called. So we'll keep those going for now. And over here, I will start this production. So I need it to be this corner I'm standing on. And basically, we'll just put them on either side. It'll then end up going to this thing. And then after, we'll have a sorting system that shoots it out and cooks all the stone down to marble, just so we make it a little bit more money. And then the rest, which hopefully should all be coal and stuff, is able to be processed and instantly sold. I don't know if we can use the coal for anything else. To me, I think it's probably used to power something, if I had to be a guessing guy, which I am. But we're gonna get this going, and it shouldn't take too long whatsoever. So all we need is just about like 20 of these things. It's only $1,000. I'm going to preemptively buy a item splitter, and I'm also going to buy this new item filter that basically says, hey, I actually don't know how this works. So we should be able to go right through, but it looks like the back is actually fake and it only goes out either one of the sides. So what we'll do is down, we'll leave where it is. Down about here, where this filter will sit, will probably be about here. I want to give myself a lot of space to expand this. The coal can come out this way, right? Then go to this thing. We'll push it out and sell it here. And this way we'll go out and become marble and also be sold right there. Now, for the time being, I do think this is gonna work fine. But we do. Oh, you know what? No, wait, I'm doing this wrong because it doesn't turn into stone until after it's been cooked. So it actually will just flow straight into this. Then after it's done with this, we'll go into here where we'll say the smelted coal can come out one side and the stone can go out the other. Let me just go ahead and start this guy off so we can start making us some money. And then basically, I think they can meet up back here and be fine. The one can go here and the other will go left and then do some stuff. Just go ahead and pick up the smelted items after they come out. Okay, so the actual coals on that side and the stones on that side. And luckily, we only need one more furnace after that because it's already been smelted once. So we just need to get a furnace, a brick maker, stair, or actually no, a furnace, a compactor, a stair, a slab, and then a stone fence maker. And that should work fine. So, okay, furnace, compactor, then I think it's bricks, then I think it's stairs, then slabs, then fence. And there we go. We got marble fences being made. So after everything's said and done, we actually will make a lot more money off this system because we have this whole system as well. And then I'll just kind of watch it, see what needs to be scaled when, and hope for the best. I don't know why I just picked up so much wood. Thank you, I guess. So cool. This system seems like it'll work pretty well. So we're making some pretty decent money altogether with this, but we just need to get some more production now and then see how we need to adjust this thing to scale it. What I'm going to do is probably get 400k. I'm gonna get 5 of these bad boys, and that's gonna be a lot of coal. I mean, that should be plenty in my mind, but who knows? I might be a little bit off. There we go. Looks pretty meaningful. So we're gonna have to watch this thing and see if we need to scale it, and then if we do, then we'll figure it out. But for the most part, this works really well. That's going to be some good money. Let's take a look at this snowflake generator. Okay, so we have this, right? Place next to water to create snowflakes. So I don't know if there's like a certain range out. Okay, so if I just place this down, do I have to just place some water behind it like this? Yeah, okay, cool. So now it's making snowflakes, which you can see here. And the snowflakes are worth, I think, a pretty decent amount of money. Let's see. Yeah, 240 bucks. This thing produces really quite fast. And I'm pretty sure, is it the compactor? Okay, look, we can compact. Oh my gosh, this gets crazy. 4 snowflakes to a snow block, and then 4 snow blocks to an ice block. So the conversion rate's pretty high, to be honest, but we could definitely use this. What I'll do is just have everything kind of feed into here, and hopefully what we'll see is these slowly begin to work. Now, they'll have to kind of sit on the conveyor belt for a little while until there's enough of them to be used, but you know, it's okay. Then from there, I'll just I'll push it onto this line right here. And we also could use the fast conveyor belt for this, but I don't care. So each one of these blocks is about $2,000, which is insane to think about. So now, if we can just get some more of these generators, I think we can start making a lot more money. So like 300,000 is a lot of money. Maybe 2 of these bad boys. So this water bucket, I guess, it's not close enough to that. So let me see what I can do here. Like, can it just be like here? Okay, so as long as the water is next to it, it'll work. I actually could just leave it like that, but I'd like to make it a little bit nicer. Grab some wood real quick. We'll just use wood. I don't really care how much things look. I just want to make a lot of money, so that's fine with me. Now, this one is lower. You can see it's not the source block, so I wonder if that will make a difference, but it appears to me like it's still working pretty good. And now we're making, so it's 2, 4, 6 every couple of seconds. So we will definitely take that, and hopefully that's going to be a nice little boost to our income. You can see, I mean, it's not bad, but for 100k a piece, it's a little bit expensive, I'm not going to lie. So that's good to know. I don't think we could possibly do. Wait a minute. Okay, we have to do some more stuff here because an ice block can be turned to ice bricks. And okay, we could do this route right here. Ice bricks be turned to ice stairs, to slabs, to ice brick fences for $15,000 a pop. Now I could do that. Yeah, that's okay. I was gonna say I could use the block grinder, but it's just nowhere nearly as good. So yeah, we gotta get this going right away. And that's like the 3rd best one we could do. So that's pretty cool. So we'll just need a brick maker, stair maker, slab maker, and a stone fence maker. And this should work perfectly. What I'll do is just give myself some space over here. This, to this, to this, to this. And each one of these is going to be worth $15,000. That's a little bit absurd, I think. And they're fast, too. Like, boom. Already produced. My goodness. Okay, well, you know what? If that's the case, we could definitely start to produce a little bit more of these. What I'll do for now is buy some more generators, that is. I want to be able to just spam these things a little bit, so that's fine. And then we'll be able to afford the wheat farm in no time. I think they did like a refresh or something, because it was showing me. There it is. Okay, I hit a button. Well, I will just turn that off because it makes it a lot easier for my brain. So yeah, snowflake makers are 100k a piece. We can buy 4 more right now, so let's go ahead and do that. Just because again, it's gonna be useful. So we'll just place these down. Okay, so that one doesn't not have enough flow, which is interesting. But yeah, we'll just push these guys to there, and that should be a heck of a lot more money that we definitely didn't necessarily need, but we are definitely gonna have. There's about 20 of those things there. And then I guess I could use slabs. I don't know how they work in this game, but usually in Minecraft they can't have water run over them. Something like that's gonna work great. Gonna place another water source block there, and that's working quite nicely. So now we're generating quite a few snowflakes, and luckily it actually kind of works out because we produce a lot, but this also uses a total of 16 to make one. I think my math's good on that. So it's not that bad. And oh my gosh, the money is skyrocketed. Oh my gosh. Forget coal all the way. This is the new way of life right here. And I'm pretty sure, okay, there's got to be something I can do with coal. Like, there's got to be something I can do with it. I don't know what. If I go to recipes and I go to coal, I mean, I guess not. It just seems like it's so mid to me. Like, I feel like the coal would be used as fuel or something. But I'll tell you what. Snowflake production is definitely the way to go, and we did just get another cash block as well, so we could make this work even better. But what I want to do now is start working on the farms, because I've never used the farms before, so it seems like a cool enough idea for me. So all we have to do is get this wheat farm for $1 million, which is pretty expensive, but okay, it's not too bad. I guess I could just start placing them right here, and that'd be fine. I want to give myself space to work though, so let me actually make it over here. We can sell right down that block as well, and this should be really easy to make some money off of, hopefully. So we'll put the wheat there. I'm just gonna toggle the lever off right now. I don't want it on, just don't need it just yet. We're gonna go ahead and get about 50 of these things. 25k ain't nothing. So you can see this thing is they're actually all growing pretty quickly. I think you can actually expand these, but I don't really know how. There you go. There's 13 wheat, and that's going to sell for about 15k. So about one of these harvests is about the same as one of the fences, which is nice. You know, not too shabby. But I think what we want to do is use this, the composter. The composter takes any biological item and converts it into dirt and fertilizer. Use fertilizer on grass. So I think what we need to do is place this down. Then we're making soil, which is worth 19,000. Is that better? I don't know. Doesn't seem like it, but I'm not seeing much else that I'm supposed to be doing. I mean, wheat, in my mind, you turn it into bread in the furnace, maybe? Can't grind it down. Well, I'll tell you what we can do. Is plant carrot seeds on one of these things, and so the wheat seeds make us about $1.2 thousand, and you usually get about 1 to 3 of them, I think. But this one makes us 4.8 thousand and gives us 1 to 3. So I wonder if we could do that. If I break these, okay, good. We do get the wheat seeds back, which is nice. And what I want to try to do is start growing the carrot seeds. Now they're expensive, 900k. In fact, just for one. If we place the carrots down, these things might be absolutely insane. If we get a whole bunch of them. Now, we could also just make our own farmer. The farmer, as you can see, only works in a 3x3 area in front of it, which is a tad bit unfortunate. Also, sorry if I was tabbed out the whole time. I had to hit F11 accidentally. So we could use a farmer, but it doesn't seem that good to me, like, in all honesty. So I think I would just rather use the actual, you know, given farmer thing, set up wheat auto farm, whatever it's called. You know what I'm saying? But there we go. We got 2 seeds there. They are actually growing, which is nice. So that's good. I think what I would like to do first is get a bunch of just wheat farms and then slowly replace them. So that has 4.8k. Again, that's just one of them though. So it, you know, it makes sense why it wouldn't be as much. If we could stack it up, we could be very good. I'm just gonna plant the wheat back down just because I want to be able to make more money faster, and it does make us quite a lot of money. I'm also trying to see if we can get some walls for these things. You can see sometimes they like fall off a little bit. Okay, there's enough for another farm, and I'm literally just going to stack these things in here until I can't no more, and then I'll come back through, slowly replace them all with carrots, which I could do potatoes. They're a little bit cheaper, and they make about double the amount of money that a wheat seed does, but I don't know. I have to think about that. Well, those things are going to make us pretty good money. I think that the snowflakes are still meta. I think if you scale snowflakes, you could make so much more money than humanly thought possible. And if we're going to have to make $50 million, that's something that I probably am just going to have to do. So what I'm going to do is buy 1, 2, 3 of these things over here. And basically, I'm just going to spam snowflake makers till I can't no more. So here's the general setup I'm thinking of, right? I mean, obviously it's not much of a setup yet, but basically what I'm thinking is we'll do something like this. We'll have different kind of aisles that lead into the main like pipeline, right? On this main pipeline, we'll have the stuff that actually converts it into the icy brick fence or whatever it's called. I'm gonna need a 2-block gap, or technically a 3-block gap, so we can have the water in there. But if I do a 4-block gap, I could share the water sources. You know what I'm saying? I could have a water source here in the middle. Actually, it has to be a 5-block gap. Let me fix this. Our idle limit is still pretty low, so I'm not really too worried about that, luckily. That's the first. So look, we get this one. Let me just actually get this set up here. I can already buy 9 of these things, so we'll just buy like 7 of them for now. So basically, I'm thinking of something like this, right? This kind of setup right here. So then we have the water in the middle, because I don't think the water can flow through the conveyor, so that's fine there. And then these all have their like necessary crap, and they're all happy. You know, if we're gonna be making ice, might as well place an ice block down. As long as it doesn't break my water. If it doesn't freeze my water, then we're good. So okay, we place this down like so, and then you can see we are officially making snowflakes. Now, we could probably just sell the snowflakes as they are. Probably wouldn't be that big of a deal. But I think I'd rather turn them into something else. It's gonna make me a lot more money. As you can see, like $1,000 here and there ain't bad. Actually, I'm gonna build the actual factories down here just to minimize, or I guess maximize, how much space I have to work with. So it's double compressor than the rest. Boom, 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 boom. Now move this up. If there's okay, yeah. Works perfectly. This should help me with my block limit a little bit. Hopefully it'll make it so they can't all just stack up forever. We'll have to definitely increase this because, yeah, they're already like running out of space here. So I'll just actually have the splitter. Perfect. So allow me to duplicate this real quick. Now we're cooking with X-Lax. So there we go. That is kind of what I'm thinking. And I think for now, this is gonna work great. Now, again, we got to get something to make it so the snowflakes can't fall off the conveyors. You see, especially when I come from this one, they're just kind of shooting off and then I'm dying. Actually, you know what I could do is I'll use the slower conveyors for now, because the ones up top here aren't doing that, just the ones down here. So that is basically what we have over here, just improved on. And now, all we have to do is make enough money to be able to look at all that money. Holy crap, our cash per second is $17,000, $18,000, $19,000. That's gonna work. So let me just get these all filed in here. I'll do the exact same thing over here, and we should be good. Okay, so there we go. That's gonna double our snowflake production for now. Again, we're gonna lose a couple, but that's okay. What I probably should do is just make some of these blocks and use them to build, but that's okay. Cool. So that's all done there. We have about $3 million now. Now it's starting to make a little bit more sense how we're going to be able to afford all the rest of this crap. So we can get about 3 more farms. Let's go ahead and do that. So there's 3 more farms there. That's quite a lot of money. What I'll do for now is just shut these farms down. They're not making me that much money nowadays, which is crazy to think that because the trees were like our broken money method not too long ago. We'll let these all finish up here, and then we will just move this here. You know what I mean? Just so we can have it simpler for the week. As you can see, this whole turning stuff really messes it up. Oddly enough, these are still struggling to keep up with this, which is very wild to think about. The middle one's doing okay, left one's doing decent, but this far right one definitely is struggling a little bit. But you know what? I don't even care. It's making me a lot of money. That's all that really matters. I could split them again, I suppose, but that will definitely work for now. Now, really, the only other thing I need to do is just finish out making these all corn. Or not corn, carrots. And then that's going to be pretty much all we need to do to get to 50 million. So that shouldn't be too hard whatsoever. But that's going to be crazy expensive. You can see for 7 seeds, it's $6.3 million. So yeah, that's going to be a later game bucket list item. So I think I'm just gonna grind for a while and probably get to 50 million because not much else I can do other than just scale the stuff I already have. So we're just gonna let it go. I'm gonna get to 50 million and be back in no time. All right, it's the next day and I've gotten to the next life. I'm on life 4 now, as you might be able to notice. And I just got my super simple money generator set up on both sides. You know, nothing else really new. But I have $1.4 million that I've kind of just honestly been saving up accidentally, but we've been saving it nonetheless. So what I can do now is actually, look at this. We get tea grinders, which take tea leaves and then turns them into tea bags. And then we took the tea bags and turn them into teacups. 160 grand per teacup. That's insane. So we'll definitely have to do that later in the video. But for now, I think we're just going to go back to Old Faithful here. Let's get about 4 of these bad boys and just see what we can make happen. Because we have to really, these have to really be kind of clutch. Okay, I'm not going to lie. And then from there, we need the compactors. Okay, so there's 2 compactors and then the rest. Okay, so I'll just make him over here in this corner because it's simple enough. Place the water right there. We have a lot of oaks just kind of waiting around here, and then we're gonna need to just feed them into the stuff automatically. Let's just do a double compressor. Got that, and to that. So they should be working now. You can see, all right, we're officially working. So we should see the stuff start to come through the processor, and $16,000. Okay, so now we're making good money again, so we can start really getting back to our roots. I'm not worried about anything anymore. That thing is insane. Highly recommend. All right, so just gonna double the production for now, and that should very much so keep that alive and keep us alive in terms of money. So now I don't really need to buy that. I do like to expand for no reason sometimes, but let's see what else we have actually unlocked. I should have unlocked some new stuff. I mean, other than tea boilers and stuff, I'm not seeing a whole ton. Yeah, I mean, I'm seeing... I don't know if I just didn't see these before or if they are new. If they are new, I don't know how to use them. But melons look like they'd be pretty good. Tea saplings are going to be 500k a pop. So that's going to be pretty expensive. But you know what? I guess I probably should just start, you know, on making a farm. So to make this tea farm, because this is what this is going to be eventually, obviously we need some farms. We'll need some tea saplings, and then we'll need I think just a tea grinder, and a tea boiler, and then a tea grizzly. Just kidding. So it's going to be about 6 mil just for these 2 items here. But I mean, this can be making me so much money. Look at this. 4 of these things are pumped into one of these, which is that better? 83 times 4 is $332,000. Why would I put them into the boiler? So actually, I don't think I even will use the boiler. I mean, unless I'm missing something, and maybe the teacup's used for something else, but that seems like a no-brainer to me. For now, because I just need to make a little bit more money, I'm going to shut down the snowflake production, and I'm going to improve on it. But easily enough for these things to shut them down, all you gotta do is just pick up the water. So what I'm gonna do is basically just mimic this again. I like this setup. I think it'll work good, but I just need to make it a little bit more efficient because my current one's not super efficient. So what I'm gonna do, right? We'll have water in the middle here, and then we'll just do kind of a mirror this whole thing. But I'm gonna move this out by 1 because it's kind of overloading it, so I want to be able to split it. Okay. So I'm actually just gonna use a splitter and use them on just 2 because I don't like really need 3. It wasn't really using 3 very efficiently, so 2 will be perfect, I think, for it. And now we have all this mid stuff set up. All we have to do is just put these down accordingly, like so. And then I have to come back in here, add the water. And I don't know if this is a better setup than we had before, like in the last life, but I think for sure it's definitely good. So that's gonna be a ton of snowflake production, a ton of the fence production. So hopefully that's able to keep us afloat for a while. I don't think I need to expand this anymore. I probably could, but I'm just really not bothered to. I need to figure out how to get the beeswax and stuff, which I think if I go to here, so we need the beehive. Okay, so it's just in the shop apparently. Let's see if it's in here. All right, we have to be rebirth 7, so forget that. That's never happening. So beeswax is the most profitable version of the walls, which I guess is cool. Not for me, but it is cool. So let's get back to what we were doing before now. Now we have some good money rolling in. Let's start working on some production for this. I'm gonna have someone cell block over here, which is gonna be good. Now we'll just put it like there. This thing is now, I guess, technically profitable. Not very profitable, but oh, wait, no, it's not even profitable. It just makes some money. But once we start stacking them in like this, that's when the real money can really start rolling in. So we'll have a couple farms over here. I'll probably have a total of 6 tea farms, but having these, I mean, actually grow tea is going to be the actual expensive part. You guys can see here. I'm just gonna turn this off for a minute. Yeah, so it's gonna be 500k per block. So that's gonna be like a lot. That's gonna be a lot of money. I feel like at this rate, I should just put this into the composter. Because you can see it's okay. Well, there's only 2 carrots for 1 soil, and 1 soil sells for $20,000. So maybe we do that. Maybe we do carrots into a composter, and then from there we kind of scale to tea. But this definitely seems like a good idea. But tea saplings make tea leaves, which are worth 10k, which are definitely that's actually kind of crazy. They cost less and make more than carrots. So I mean, that's awesome. Matter of fact, we could already get 4 tea seeds, and they would be making me crazy money. No, it's okay. I'll just wait. I want to try the composter. I've always seen it. I've just never actually tried it. So we'll definitely have to try it this time. I'm going to get some more farms in here, though. I'm going to get our farms maxed out, which 2 more farms is all we can even buy. So that's working out perfect. All right, there we go. So that's a little bit more efficient as well. Nothing has to take a turn and fall off. So hopefully everything should stay on for now. I'll also just come through here and just place some blocks down just to make sure nothing gets stuck in the way. Cool. That looks pretty cool. So now that that's going, we are making, like, it's making us pretty good money. You can see 9k, 3k, 1k, 2k. it's making us good money. And when you have this many, the growth rate is pretty high, so that's cool. But yeah, I'm tempted to see what we make on something else. So I could go and just buy tea leaves now and just sell them for more. I want to try the composter, but it's so much money that it almost doesn't make sense to buy it. I mean, unless it just makes you crazy money, which it very well might. Very well might. Goodness. We got 5 saplings of tea, so we're just going to plant these bad boys down. Unless you need some special, some sort of special thing to make them grow. This should be working. We should see these growing. I will say that I think wheat definitely grows the fastest. I wish it would say how long it takes, but maybe they're all the same. But the tea has not grown at all. Oh, there it goes. Okay, cool. So it does work. I can already buy 3 more, so we're going to buy 3 more. These haven't even got harvested yet, but I know they're going to be good. Oh, it is ready to be harvested. Oh, please tell me there's not a special harvester for these freaking tea leaves. Because I could just harvest it right there, but the game did not. Oh, goodness. Oh, here we go. Tea harvester. So it's $1 million. It actually will replace our farmer, which is a bit annoying. We'll just replace it for now with this. And, oh, it's also in a larger area. Okay. So what I'll do probably then in that case is I'll just have... Oh, I wonder how fast these are going to grow then. If it's just going to be a tree that has to harvest. Boom, there it goes. I'm not going to lie, I didn't see them pop out, but there we go. Am I tripping or is the leaves not popping out? Okay, they are popping out. Okay, cool. I just saw some. They're just really small, so it's hard to see. So I have to just do... How do I make dirt? I guess the composter is the only way to do it. That's probably why it costs so much money, because you need dirt to like expand your farms and stuff. But yeah, you can see 5x5 area. That's awesome. We will 100% use that. Now, if I just break this here, it's just dirt. It is. So wait, no, actually, I might not even need to do anything. I might just be able to dig a big hole over here, take the dirt I get from it, and just use that. But first off, let me go ahead and get the max pickaxe here, because I'm tired of mining slow. Okay, I'm rich now. I can afford it. Okay, I just dug a little hole. Can I just use these as the spot for, like, can I just actually use the grass blocks? Because if we're going off Minecraft rules, I should be able to. I have to just, like, use a hoe on it, but I don't have a hoe, so I don't know what it wants me to do. But we'll buy 7 more of these seeds, and we'll place them like this, and then these... Oh, it actually just might work on these. Okay, we'll have to watch it. I'll plant some more back here on these. Okay, so it's weirdly enough, these aren't turning to the soil, but when I put these on them, they are. Okay, they are still growing, though, so I guess it doesn't matter. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it goes all the way out to there, all the way out to here. Okay, that's a big area. So I can actually just make these myself, probably for cheaper. That's very good to know. I'm gonna try to make some of my own. I know I'm not the brightest shelf in this kitchen, but I mean, I'm still a shelf in the kitchen, you know what I mean? So yeah, just a tea harvester should be all I need. And then a couple tea saplings. 3 of them for now, so I can afford. And then I think, do I have another cell? Okay, I do not. So we'll just pump them into here when we're done with them. Because I want to be able to make sure I have these optimally placed. So they need to be like this. Okay, need to be like this. And then this whole area here is farmable. It's farmable cropland, if you will. And then I say make a lot more money, and we should be good. That's all we need is this money. What's new? Welcome to America. But yeah, you can just see how much tea we're going to be able to harvest. So hopefully this thing will start working as well. We'll start making more money. This is good. I like this. This is fun. What I need to do is... I'm just going to move these over here, to be honest with you guys. I don't... Oh, okay, you do get seeds. Oh my gosh, I thought I was cooked. Thought I might have been cooked there, but luckily the game was just lagging a little bit. No harm, no foul. And I'll just come back through here and place my wheat seeds back down. This is going to work great. This is going to work really good. We're total of 15 seeds now. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's all of our seeds we have at the moment. But that's a lot of tea leaves, ladies and gentlemen. That's a lot. And then we have another tea harvester. We can just place that over here. Go ahead and break it. Let's put this back here. Start farming that whatever it's called, wheat again. And I'm definitely going to... What I want to do is put an item sorter here. Push all the wheat to the left. It'll go into a composter. We'll make soil off that. And then all this stuff can just go and sell for now because we don't have enough. Wait a minute. Tea grinder. We have enough now. So I'll just replace it here for now. We'll move it when we need to, but I'm really wanting to see this go. Oh, this is kind of in the way here. Just gonna drop it right here. Drop it like it's hot. And you should be able to see. Yep, we have tea packets going out now. Okay, we have to also, I think, place this up by a block. You see it's like falling and breaking right here. So let me fix that. Luckily, it's a pretty easy fix. Not gonna lie, but a bit annoying for sure. Just be there. All right, there we go. And also, like, somehow has a smiley face design. Didn't even mean to do that, but we're gonna take it. So that's the optimal placement. Hopefully, this should actually all work now. Gonna make sure that it has nowhere else to go except for down. Hopefully, that'll help direct it into there. But there we go. See, now it's working. So I guess that's why they make them so they're a block higher. I think it's because they kind of break if not. By the way, We are officially making tea bags, which do sell for quite a lot of money, especially after all these are fully grown and just completely like auto harvesting. That's gonna be insane. What is going on over here? So this thing, he's growing bamboo, but how much money does this guy have? Oh my gosh, 400 million. Okay, so we've got what is going on? He's got an aquarium and fishers, and he's got these things that are like auto harvesting the bamboo that are just on repeaters, I guess. And then wow, that's pretty nice. He's also using like item pipes. He's not using the conveyors. We can build everything in a lot tighter of an area. That's pretty cool. When you go back to my base, it doesn't look nearly as cool, but I think it still works though, right? Hopefully. We are making good money though. We're at 6 million. So what I'm gonna do now is do what I was going to do before, which is just grab one of these. I think I already have one, but we're gonna get one of these. Yeah, we do. We're just going to push this out by a couple, and I bought the wrong one. Don't need a splitter. I need a filter block. So we want to say, hey, wheat will go here, and the tea bags can go over here. There's a cell block. The tea bags, yeah, can go right to there to sell, and then the wheat. I'm not sure how this works. Oh, it's gotta go from above. Okay. That's gonna be kind of fun to work around. I think what I need to do is get some of these, and then I guess it'll just drop into there. And then, yeah, sure enough, we were officially making dirt. And just to test how this is all working, let me just throw some stuff here on the conveyor belt and see what it's gonna do. 160 wheat. Are we being for real? And it misses the conveyor. Okay. 160 wheat going up into the thing. Oh, it's instant. That's really nice. So, yeah, 20K per block. And once we swap these out for something else other than wheat, we're going to be making even more money. What is this? I think this is fertilizer. I think oh, okay, it grows grass. So we have an offshoot item from there, which is that, but I don't really care too much about it. Yeah, this is working good now. So we just gotta basically copy this exact setup, and we'll be making even more tea. So our tea production things is it game breaking? Not necessarily, but it doesn't mean it's bad either. I mean, it could 100% be better, but it's not the worst thing in the world. So you know what? It's okay. I'll probably just do one more of these tea things, and then we'll call it a day there. So it's a 5x5. So what's that? It's not 25 seeds, is it? Of course it is. I was hoping it'd be a little bit less. I guess my math was actually on today. There we go. That's going to be pretty good. Toss these bad boys on there to start working on that. I probably could do with a split system on this, because you can see it is very slow. It does luckily take about 4 at a time, which is good, I think. So these things are getting stuck on something. I don't know what, to make sure they have to go this way. But yeah, you can see they're just kind of stacking up now. Okay, I need to do a split system on this as well. For now, I guess I'll just hold them. We'll sell the rest. And we'll just split them off into 2 ways on here. Okay, so that should be working now. I don't know why these things are kind of glitchy in terms of like if they decide to actually go on top of the conveyor belts or not. You can see like there's just 100. Okay, there we go. I didn't split those at all. I see why. I fixed it though. Okay, so now these are a little bit better. Hopefully a little bit more producible. So tea leaves. Gotta say, a little bit glitchy. I'm a little bit let down, but it's okay. We can still make money off them whenever they do decide to work. So we'll take it for now. Other than that, I got $6 million to work with. Okay, I think the soil production could be absolutely bonkers if we get it to work like even better. Which my mind instantly goes to like anything else. Like I think we should just do corn or. Well, I keep saying corn. It's carrots. But yeah, I think we should do carrot seeds because they fill up this thing even faster. So I want to get about 14 seeds. Okay? And hear me out. But I think this is going to be pretty overpowered. Now, I'm going to have to rework this system, which what I really need to do is just take the tea leaves off this system completely. So for now, I'll just do that for now. We'll break this for now. But all I gotta do, direct it this way. See, we're already growing some carrots, which is great. And the carrots count for way more inside the soil, so we should see a lot of, yeah, 7 blocks from those couple of carrots. Like that's $60,000 right there. Yeah, $62,000. And honestly, what I'll do is just, I'll take the tree production down for now, because they're still on the middest of the middest trees, so we'll just sell these. Now I'll take their cell block, and I'll put their cell block over here for the tea. There we go. That should be a little bit better. Hopefully it makes us a little bit more money. Drop these things in here as well. We'll make a bit of cash. Yeah, 1.4 mil right there. And, okay, yeah, I think this is definitely an improvement. Look how much soil we're able to make now. I would like to rework this a little bit because it's just not very efficient. So let me go ahead and do that real quick. It's really simple. We are collecting quite a lot of these things, which is good. It's a good problem to have. And then what I'll do is just go and then have it just like we did before. But now, whenever it falls out, we'll just sell it. So that should fix all those issues. I have 111 or sorry, 114 of these bad boys. Let me get this all out of the way so everything's running smoothly again. All I want to do now is just feed the rest of these bad boys onto here. Okay, and we should see this thing hopefully working. But like, why is this getting stuck here? Okay, I don't know. 142 wheat. It's just stuck there. I guess I need to just come through here and do something like this and just sort of hope and pray that it fixes our issue. So that's working. That's all working pretty good. It's a pretty good farm there. And then we'll just slowly but surely come back through here and keep upgrading this with more carrots, and that should be good. But for now, you can see we only need 100 million to finish this next life. I think this would honestly be our last life because I've pretty much done a lot of the cool stuff already. So the next life we can unlock the mushroom farm, which doesn't look that good, honestly. And then I guess 6 is like the mega compressors. We can start compressing stuff even more. So we can make compressed assault, and then we can make compressed. Okay, like this stuff's pretty insane. Yeah, okay. So I think what I should do now is use the soil infuser. That's $10 million, but it makes our soil all worth double the amount it is currently. So I'm tempted, you know? I'm tempted to say the least. In and out. You can see it is working. Yeah, it just works like that. Okay, cool. So that's just doubled all of our money we're making right now. And if that's the case, then I'm going to come back into here and buy as much carrots as humanly possible. Looks like 23 seeds will do it for now. And this is going to be so many carrots like being produced. It's going to be insane. We still have 10 more. Oh my gosh. So that should be a pretty big increase to our money production. We should start to see this stuff going out even. Oh yeah, we looked at. We already have 15. Oh my goodness, this is good. This is good. Every 2 of these is basically 100K, so we'll definitely take that. So I guess for now, I'm just gonna keep grinding on the current setup we have, and then maybe we'll go for life 5. I don't know. We'll have to see. But I'm having a lot of fun so far, so I can't complain too much. What's this flour worth? Absolute dirt. Great. So I'm gonna get to grinding. I'll be back in a couple of hours. All right, so I finally finished that life, which is sweet. And let's see, what are we gonna get to now? 500 mil. My gosh. On the bright side of things, I do have a 50% money boost now, which is not bad. You know, it's not terrible, but you know, it definitely could be better. I'm not gonna lie. So I'm gonna start grinding a little bit. Probably gonna get to about halfway to 500 mil and be back. I'm gonna show you my progress, but I'm just gonna do basically the exact same thing I already did. Only thing else I've unlocked is a mushroom farm, but it costs 100 million by itself. So yeah, I don't know about that. So I gotta get to work, and I'll be back hopefully in not too long. So I'm grinding up, making my money as per usual, and I build this one fishing auto fisher just to see if I can make some money while I'm gone, because I had to get some Taco Bell. Shout out Taco Bell, not a sponsor. But when I came back, I found that I got this, and it says exotic. I feel like that's really rare. And I can check right here. Okay, let's see. Oh my gosh, that is not bad at all. 14 million? So I think I can add my fish now into this, which is the aquarium, and you should be able to see. Oh my gosh, this thing makes me 70,000 a second. So yeah, I would say the auto fishers are pretty decent. Now, they only caught those 2 in the course of me being gone probably 20-30 minutes. Oh, there's another one right here. But I mean, come on, that's pretty good. For a regular one, you're gonna be getting like 14 bucks a second, or for something really good, $70,000 a second. That's gonna be pretty good. Just to walk you through what I got set up now. Pretty basic stuff. Obviously, our original. I did try stacking it this time. A little bit complicated, but still works pretty well. Then we have our wood farm over here, which is doing half pine, half palm. And then we got our just simple ice fence production over there. And then we're starting on getting potatoes and everything over here so we can get the dirt blocks. So altogether, pretty good. Hopefully it won't take too much longer, but I think what I need to do is just go for more fishing stuff. This seems really insane. I don't know though. What I'll do for now is continue to scale everything and hope for the best, because so far so good, but I need some more money. 500 million to be exact. So I'll be back. Want to make some money. All right, good news. I got some stuff done. I also got some more rare fish. You can see I've been working on that slowly but surely. But another one. The main cool thing is this. My ice factory, like as you've already seen, is pretty spectacular. But before I finish out this video, I kind of want to try out the mushrooms just to see how good they are. It's 100 million. You can see they make mushrooms like this. And the mushroom clusters, can they be turned into these mushroom blocks? Which sounds cool. So we're gonna see how this, oh, look at this. Okay, this seems pretty cool. I don't know what it does or how we use it, but I would guess the stuff comes out on every side. So we're going to need some space around this. Let's just do it like here. And yep, as I expected, these are making different mushrooms. Then we just push them into this mushroom compressor. And then I guess we just sell them out and just get them sold. To be completely honest, I don't know what I'm doing, but I think this is going to make me a lot of money. But, I mean, if it costs 100 million, like, it should be making pretty decent money. At least I would imagine. So, okay, wait, let me make sure I'm doing this right. So, mushrooms, yeah, it looks like, okay, you need 4 of each, though. So, we'll need to make some sorters, I think, of some sorts. Oh, we have compressed one. We have 1 block of red, 1 block of purple. And these should sell for a heck of a lot of money. $700,000. Sweet heavens. I will say the ice machine is very good, but it absolutely destroys my item limit, which is kind of insane. So we have to keep that in mind if we were to go for a long run. This does seem pretty good, though. Basically, just a bunch of auto miners that are focused around this mushroom cluster here. And those things get farmed, harvested, and once we get 4 of each color, they are turned into blocks, which sell for $700,000 a piece. Pretty insane. You know, I'm tempted to use something, the item stacker. This takes 3 inputs and keeps them inside until it's reached a certain amount. So what I want to do is just put one right here. So we set it to 4, then it will automatically push them out. Okay, it won't work. There's so many different colors in here. Okay, never mind. We'll have to manually customize that. Now it's going to be a big annoying project. So forget that. Well, yeah, this is pretty good. I mean, it could definitely be good if you scale it, I guess. But for now, I think we'll call it there. I feel like I've done quite a lot. I've made a lot of money, a ton of money, in fact. And I guess if I ever want to come back to this game, we will. But I'm going to have to hit 5,000 likes on this video. So let me know. It's 100% up to you guys, and it's in your hands. So ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching. Thanks for sticking around. If you're still here, comment down below. Moocah has made the best block factory in the history of Roblox. Just want to know who's real and who's fake. And that being said, we'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.